Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Central Mass High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the Telegram and Gazette. Presented by DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union.
It was the little red door that did it. Something about it just said home. Not one door among a dozen like at my old apartment, but my own door. A door that leads to a yard where my dog can play, and a mailbox that says my name. For the very first time in my life, my mortgage from DCU means a place to call my own. What will DCU mean to you?
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. Yeah, you know, do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight, we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it. I
think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If two people showed up to cheer for it, and those two people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in third period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby LeBar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, two former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? The awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today. the records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So, whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Ella Church of Bromfield School.
Ella Church had a standout season for the Trojans with strong times in the 200 freestyle, 200 individual medley, and the 500 freestyle to earn Telegram and Gazette Swimmer of the Year honors. Church, who attends Littleton High and swims for the Bromfield School, has made the Telegram and Gazette All-Star team for the last 4 seasons. She will swim next year at the University of Vermont.
Congratulations, Ella. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Will Saunier of Algonquin Regional High School.
Will Saunier had a sensational senior season for Algonquin Regional, recording 9 dual meet individual event wins and taking the top spots in the league meet in the 100 butterfly and the 100 backstroke to earn the Telegram and Gazette's Boys Swimmer of the Year honor. Saunier was a 2-time team MVP for the Tomahawks. As a junior, Saunier won state titles in the 100 butterfly and the 400 freestyle relay.
Congratulations, Will.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the Golf Awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true, but there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden, or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Female Golfer of the Year is Georgia Bayland of Notre Dame Academy.
Only in 7th grade, Notre Dame's Georgia Beeland has a bright future ahead of her after earning medalist honors with an 88 at the Central Mass Girls Golf Championship at Juniper Hill. Beeland, who averaged a 42 over 9 holes this season, also shines on the U.S. Kids Golf program, as well as the Junior PGA League and NEPGA Junior Tour.
Congratulations, Georgia. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Male Golfer of the Year is Dan Brooks of Shepherd Hill Regional High School.
Shepherd Hill's Dan Brooks won the Massachusetts High School Golf Championship by shooting 2 under par 70 at Shaker Hills Country Club. He was a 3-time captain, 3-time Midland-Wachusett A All-Star, and 2-time Midland-Wachusett A Tournament medalist for the Rams and will attend Siena College next fall.
Congratulations, Dan.
Carrie Walsh Jennings here. Stick around. Volleyball's coming up soon.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
Do you want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, name a few. But there are 2 that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh Jennings.
Carrie Walsh Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, there are the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. Here are your honorees for the Female Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are
the female volleyball player of the year is Lauren Kelly of Millbury High School. Millbury's Lauren Kelly led the undefeated Woolies with 63 aces and a .256 hitting percentage. Kelly ranked second on Millbury with 53 kills and 67 digs. She garnered Massachusetts Girls Volleyball Coaches Association All-State All-Star honors and will attend Assumption University next fall. Congratulations, Lauren.
And now for the guys. Here are your finalists for the Male Volleyball Player of the Year.
The Male Volleyball Player of the Year is Spencer Sweeney of St. John's High School. A 2-year captain and 4-year starter for St. John's, Spencer Sweeney was a key cog in the Pioneers squad that reached the Catholic Conference Finals. Sweeney had 61 kills, 25 blocks, 20 digs, and 7 aces over 8 games this year and earned the Pioneer Award for St. John's. He will attend Northeastern University in the fall. Congratulations, Spencer.
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1, claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles, added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles. 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here, to tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school, because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. And here are your finalists for the Female Tennis Player of the Year.
And the Central Mass Female Tennis Player of the Year is Kirsten Haley of Advanced Math and Science Academy. Kirsten Haley has occupied the top singles spot for the AMSA since the 8th grade and posted a remarkable 73-5 record since that day to show it was well-deserved. Haley was named the Girls Tennis Player of the Year after earning her 4th Telegram and Gazette All-Star honor. Haley is a 3-time Central Mass individual finalist and won it all in her freshman season. Haley is ranked 5th in New England by the USTA and will attend Bradley University on a tennis scholarship next year. Congratulations, Kirsten!
And here are your finalists for the Male Tennis Player of the Year.
And the Central Mass Male Tennis Player of the Year is Jens Georges of Groton-Dunstable Regional High School. With an impressive 40-6 record at first singles for his high school career, Groton-Dunstable's Jens Georges is working on a perfect season as a senior, having not dropped a single set this year. Georges, who has made 3 appearances on the Telegram and Gazette All-Star team, will attend UMass Lowell next fall. Congratulations, Jens!
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra-marathon man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are
And the Central Mass Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Molly Lashley of Whitensville Christian. Molly Lashley earned her 3rd straight All-Star nod. Lashley finished first in the 4 dual meets she competed in while leading Whitensville Christian to a 6-0 record. Along the way, she set course records at Hopedale, Valley Tech, and on her home course at Whitensville Christian. Congratulations, Molly!
Here are the honorees for the Male Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are
And the Central Mass Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Joseph Thuman of Whitensville Christian. A 2-time Telegram and Gazette Runner of the Year, Joseph Thuman capped off a tremendous career for Whitensville Christian with the school course record as well as school records in the mile and the 2-mile. Thuman, who is a 4-time T&G All-Star in cross country, will attend Northeastern University in the fall. Congratulations, Joseph!
Hi, it's Laurie Hernandez here. Now don't dismount. Stay on your beam because gymnastics awards are right around the bend. Excuse me?
Hey, how's it going? Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I'm just up here to order some food.
No, please, I got this round. Hey, can we get a couple drinks down here? Hey, buddy, can we get some drinks? These guys are slammed today. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, what you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?
Guys, seriously? I'm just trying to order some fries.
Hey, man, I'm getting her a drink.
No.
No, I mean, I'm getting her one right now.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Hey, girl, I got you.
Wow, thank you. How did you get these so fast?
I ordered it to Refill.
What's Refill?
It's a new fast and easy way to order your food online.
Oh, you can just order it right from the bar.
Yep.
And I bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Desmond, follow me here.
Okay.
The 4 Horsemen.
Murderer's Row.
The Steel Curtain.
Broad Street Bullies.
Oh, good one. Phi Slamma Jamma.
The Splash Brothers.
You did good at that game. Certain groups of athletes stand the test of time, not just for what they did, but for how they did it.
Yes, and to present our award in gymnastics, we're honored to have with us a member of another iconic ensemble from that golden quintet of the Rio Olympics. Here's Laurie Hernandez.
Laurie Hernandez, a member of U.S. Women's legendary Final 5 gymnastics team, helped bring home team gold and earned a silver medal for herself at the last Summer Olympics. The Jersey girl is back, competing again on the world stage, and as many know, she also took Dancing with the Stars by storm, finishing as the season 23 champion.
Hey, what's up guys? Laurie Hernandez here, and I am honored to give some love to gymnasts from coast to coast. This is an Olympic year, so our sport gets some time to shine in prime time. Don't get me wrong, that's a great thing and all, but for you guys, it doesn't matter what year it is. You're in the gym, putting in all the hours on the floor, beam, bars, horse, vault, and the rings, because you all know that perfect routine is out there. And if you love that chase of perfection, then you'll definitely have mad skills in whatever career path you choose. You hear people say, leave it out all on the floor. Well, I'm here to tell you that even if you get a perfect 10, a lot of what you learned in gymnastics comes with you off the mat and into the real world. So congratulations on a great year, and let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Gymnast of the Year. And the finalists are And the Central Mass Gymnast of the Year is Elizabeth DeBroxy of Algonquin Regional High School.
Elizabeth DeBroxy was named the Telegram and Gazette's Gymnast of the Year for the third consecutive season. DeBroxy led Algonquin Regional with the highest all-around score in the league for the second straight season. The junior was also named the league MVP this season.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game, some listen to the same music, some people even wear the same socks for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Lauren Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather, like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock and the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
You put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken. And legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson, This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. And your finalists for the Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year are... And the Central Mass Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Gabriela Rasa of Littleton High School.
Littleton's Gabriela Rasa did it all for the Tigers this spring, shining in the 55, 100, 200, 400, and pole vault. She was named the Ev Ingalls Outstanding Female Athlete at the District E-Class meet, taking Class C wins in the 200, 400, and pole vault to help Littleton cruise to the team championship. Rasa, who set a meet record in the 400 at that meet, will continue her track career next fall at the University of Vermont.
Congratulations, Gabriela. And now for the guys' side. And your finalists for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year are...
And the Central Mass Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Luke Stelmach of Wachusett Regional High School. Wachusett's Luke Stelmach racked up the wins this year for the Mountaineers, excelling in the 110 hurdles, 400 hurdles, triple jump, long jump, and high jump. He was the district champion in the high jump and was runner-up in the long jump and hurdles. Stelmach, who also made the Telegram and Gazette football all-star team, is heading to UMass Lowell in the fall. Congratulations, Luke.
Hey guys, Marty St. Louis here. Stick around. Up next, awards in hockey.
Life is full of complexity. We believe your bank should help, not add to it. That's why we created Life Design, our unique banking approach that helps you get clarity about what options you have, which one is right for you, and why. It helps you move forward with the confidence that comes from making a well-informed decision. Working with a bank that actually cares. This is Life Design Banking, and we are Fidelity Bank. Let's get you where you want to be.
All right, it's time to celebrate those who use a dirty dangle with some tasty sauce to light the lamp. Those guys and gals who put the biscuit in the basket and occasionally chirp their way to the sin bin. The ones who go top shelf on their way to epic sellies. We are talking about the coolest athletes on earth. And here to help some talented hockey players raise our version of the cup, we have Hall of Famer Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis, a 5'8" native of Canada, defied limitations and battled his way to an amazing career. The first ballot Hall of Famer collected a Hart Trophy as league MVP, a Stanley Cup, and an Olympic gold medal. His number 26 was the first jersey retired by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hey guys, it's Marty St. Louis. I can't tell you how honored I am to be part of these high school sports awards because you guys do everything for the love of the game. There's not a lot of glamour in 4 a.m. practices. No one is signing an endorsement deal in the back of a car of stinky equipment. So the fact that you all do that tough stuff day in and day out and season after season, it's a testament to your passion for the game of hockey. You all have my utmost respect and admiration. Well, not all of you, because there are a couple who still haven't unpacked those stinky bags from their last game. You know who you are. Come on, guys. Cut your parents a break. Neighbors are starting to complain about the smell. As for the rest of you, great job. I can tell you firsthand that heart and will can take you anywhere. Here are your honorees for the Female Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the Central Mass Female Hockey Player of the Year is Karen O'Connell of Algonquin Regional High School.
Karen O'Connell was selected as the Telegram and Gazette's Girls Hockey Player of the Year after leading Central Mass in scoring with 23 points in just 12 games. The Algonquin Regional Senior established a new school scoring record with 97 goals and 32 assists in a spectacular career. A three-sport star for the Tomahawks, O'Connell will play hockey at Sacred Heart next year and study business.
Congratulations, Karen. Now for the guys, here are your honorees for the Male Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the Central Mass Male Hockey Player of the Year is Hunter Dunn of Hopedale High School.
Hunter Dunn earned the honor of being the Telegram and Gazette's Player of the Year after leading the state in scoring with 21 goals and 33 assists in just 11 games for Hopedale this season. Dunn, who attends Douglas High School, finished with 71 goals and 176 points in his career. A three-time Central Mass and Russell Conference All-Star, he leaves as Hopedale's all-time leading scorer. Dunn will take his talents to junior hockey next year, suiting up for the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs.
Great job, Hunter.
All right, fun fact time here. Okay. Desmond, did you know that the origins of field hockey predate those of its chillier cousin ice hockey by several thousand years?
I did not, Laura. But did you know that Amanda Magadan is an incredibly talented, decorated midfielder for Team USA? Huh. And she's here to present our Field Hockey Awards.
Amanda Magadan, the 26-year-old midfielder from New Jersey, embodies speed and endurance. She's represented the U.S. since 2016 and has already collected 80 international caps to date.
Hey everybody, Amanda Magadan here to present the Field Hockey Awards. I don't know about you girls, but one of my favorite things about our sport is watching someone experience it for the first time. You can always see them on the sidelines and in the stands. You can tell it's their first game because their eyes look like this, and they can't believe what they're seeing. They usually come in thinking, oh, it's just some girls in skirts having a bit of a run while knocking a ball about. Then they see with their own eyes how hard we swing the sticks, the velocity of the ball, and how little protection gear we wear. They see how fast and far we run, and run, and run. And you'll usually see them grab their lower back with sympathy pain just watching how much time we spend standing up and getting low during a game. And by the end of the game, their expression has totally changed. They have a much greater appreciation for what we do. And that's my favorite thing. My second favorite thing is handing out awards to you guys. So let's do that. Here are your honorees for the Field Hockey Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Field Hockey Player of the Year is Madeline Zucchini of Neshoba Regional High School.
Madeline Zucchini earned her third straight Super Team selection and led Neshoba to a 14-0 record. Zucchini helped Neshoba to Central Mass titles in 2018 and 2019 and earned Midland-Wachusett B All-Star honors both seasons. She will continue her field hockey career next fall at the University of California, Berkeley.
Congratulations, Madeline.
It is called the beautiful game. And we're 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world. I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer awards.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Female Soccer Player of the Year is Maggie Kelly of Wachusett Regional High School.
Over the course of her 4-year varsity career, Maggie Kelly helped Wachusett Regional win back-to-back Division I state titles and advance to the Central Mass Final in 2019 before finishing 5-4 this season as she set a career high for goals and her team allowed just 9 strikes. Kelly was one of 2 players from Central Mass to be named All-New England. She will continue her soccer career at UMass Boston.
Congrats, Maggie. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Male Soccer Player of the Year is Colby Meyer of Shrewsbury High School.
Colby Meyer finished with 8 goals and 5 assists to lead Shrewsbury High to a 4-3-3 record and the Pod 8 championship. Meyer was selected to the All-New England team by the Central Mass Soccer Coaches Association after earning all-state honors as a junior. Meyer will attend Stonehill College next fall, major in finance, and play soccer.
Congratulations, Colby.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
Back when I needed a new truck, I didn't have time to shop around for a loan. I got one from the dealer, higher payments and all. Then I realized I have bigger plans for my money. So I refinanced my truck with DCU, which helped me lower my rate and my payments. Now, I have more cash in my pocket for more of what matters. What will DCU mean to you?
Now, Laurie, you know they say defense wins championships. I know you won't get any argument about that from our next presenter. But even if you did, I'm pretty sure you'd let him win that argument.
Yeah, I'd sure stay out of his way. Also, those people haven't met you. But anyway, here to present the Defensive Football Player of the Year is TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, the youngest in an NFL family dynasty, was drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017 and became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in more than 30 years. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist.
Hey everybody, it's TJ Watt, giving some much-deserved props to the defenders out there. We all know that the offense is the one everybody likes to talk about and read about during the season. But over the long haul, history looks back kindly on those who defend. Think about it. The heroes of the Alamo, they were defenders. The iconic and beloved lawyer Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, defender. Even one of the early super popular video games back in the 80s was called, you guessed it, Defender. And how would you describe a talented player on the other side of the ball? You call them offensive, like a bad smell or a horrendous outfit, like that uncle who always jokes weirdly at Christmas. So keep doing what you're doing out there on the field. People may go nuts for the quarterbacks today, but they'll always remember you defenders for years to come. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Defensive Football Player of the Year is Quinn Herlihy of St. John's High School.
Despite being the focal point of every blocking scheme utilized by opposing offenses, St. John's defensive lineman Quinn Herlihy was generally unstoppable, shedding double teams with ease and spending as much time in the backfield as a quarterback. The 6'3", 230-pound end edge rusher made 28 tackles, including 7 for a loss, and finished second in Central Mass with 11 sacks. Herlihy will reclassify and play at Cheshire Academy in Connecticut next year.
Congratulations, Quinn.
A big thanks to TJ Watt for helping us out with the defense. And before we move on to offense, I was thinking, Desmond, if I could get you, TJ, and our next presenter on my flag football team, I could go ahead and just plan the victory dinner before the season even started.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, man, I love to run routes for this guy. His accuracy and creativity as a signal caller make him a receiver's dream.
So more on my flag football team later, but he is one of the best and has certainly carved out a place for his name in the record books. Here to present is legendary quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the third MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. One of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with a Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with a fumble-rooski. So what do you say? We get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron. Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Offensive Football Player of the Year is Noah Callery of Doherty High School.
Noah Callery won Doherty High's starting quarterback job as a freshman and held it for 4 years, leading the Highlanders to a 30-7 record and 3 postseason berths. After earning his second straight super team spot, Callery has been named the Offensive Player of the Year. Callery will continue his career at Worcester Academy next fall.
Congratulations, Noah.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like to go through your day carrying around something that weighs the same as you do. Now imagine that weight isn't playing nice and is fighting you the whole time. It would get pretty exhausting, pretty fast. Welcome to the life of a wrestler. Here to help us award these masters of the mat is freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder, aka Captain America, in 2016 became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years. He'll be repping the red, white, and blue again when he attempts to defend his freestyle Olympic gold in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Kyle Snyder here. If you want to have a long and successful wrestling career, you have to embrace a concept that is foreign to most Americans. I'm talking about kilograms. That measure of weight that school children and the rest of the world use with ease, but adults in the US can't seem to wrap their heads around. So if you already have a handle on it, you're ahead of the game. It's kind of like learning the language of your opponents. Here are your finalists for the Wrestler of the Year. And the Central Mass Wrestler of the Year is Tristan Kemp of Quabbin Regional High School.
One of the top heavyweights in New England, Tristan Kemp has a stellar career for the Panthers. A captain and New England champion, Kemp will compete at West Virginia University next year. Kemp won the Division III state title as a junior and finished 4th in New England and has been a 3-time Telegram and Gazette All-Star.
Congratulations, Tristan.
A lot of today's sports come from purely recreational origins, not lacrosse. Created by Native American tribes, what we call lacrosse was used to train warriors and even had some religious significance. Today, its popularity is absolutely exploding, thanks in no small part to our next presenter, lacrosse legend, Paul Rabel.
Paul Rabel, the lacrosse superstar and legend, has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. The 3-time MVP co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the game of pro play for the fastest growing team sport in North America.
What's up, all you lacrosse players out there? I'm Paul Rabel, and I've seen a bunch of your highlights and was blown away. You guys totally do your talking on the field, which is where you want a lacrosse player to do their talking, which got me thinking, why am I talking here instead of giving awards to you guys over there? So let's do this. Here are your finalists for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the Central Mass Female Lacrosse Player of the Year is Izzy Planchett of the Bromfield School.
One of the most decorated athletes to come through Central Mass, Izzy Planchett has recorded 276 goals and 145 assists for the Trojans in her career and is approaching the 50-goal mark for this season as Bromfield pursues a state championship. Planchett has a record 415 draw controls and set a school mark with 169 draw controls as a freshman. A 2-time All-American, Planchett will play lacrosse at Virginia Tech next fall.
Congratulations, Izzy. And now, for the guys. Here are your finalists for the Male Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the Central Mass Male Lacrosse Player of the Year is Chris Carreras of Algonquin Regional High School.
A senior captain for Algonquin, Chris Carreras led the Midwatch A-League in scoring with 42 goals and 26 assists this season. Carreras played in 11 games this season and recorded multiple points in each one, including 2 6-goal games and 3 5-goal games. Carreras will attend Boston College next fall.
Congratulations, Chris.
History didn't record the first person to strap 2 planks of wood to their feet and barrel down a snow-covered mountain, but whoever it was, we should thank them. Because without that brave, pioneering daredevil, you and I would not have been able to enjoy the amazing career of Lindsey Vonn.
Lindsey Vonn has been a force on the U.S. ski team for 19 seasons. She's one of only 2 female skiers to win 4 World Cup overall championships and has captured a record 8 World Cup season titles in the downhill, as well as Olympic gold. She claims the 2nd highest super ranking of all time for skiers, men or women.
Hey
Hey guys, Lindsay Vaughn here. Wanted to take a moment to give a tip of the tooth to all you high school skiers out there, because let's face it, all the other things sports are experiencing for the first time during the pandemic, we've kind of been dealing with like forever. Face coverings during competition, not new to us. Neither is busting our butts and putting it all on the line with no classmates there to see us. Only one skier on the course at a time, so social distancing, check. Throw in freezing temperatures, dodgy conditions, and reaching speeds that you'd be pulled over by on the highway, and you have the essence of our beloved sport. So take a moment to revel in your badassness, because Lord knows you've earned it. Here are your honorees for Female Skier of the Year. And your finalists are and the Central Mass Female Skier of the Year is Mina Uchschneider.
Mina Uchschneider was named the Telegram and Gazette's Girls Skier of the Year after posting 1 win, 2 second-place finishes, and a third-place finish this season. Uchschneider finished second in the Central Mass Conference Ski League pod and helped Algonquin Regional to the championship with a 19-0 record.
Congratulations, Mina. And now to the boys' side. Here are your honorees for Male Skier of the Year. And your finalists are and the Central Mass Male Skier of the Year is Ethan Whitney.
Ethan Whitney was named the Telegram and Gazette Boys Skier of the Year after winning all but one of his runs this season to take home MVP honors for the Central Mass Conference Ski League. The senior helped St. John's to a perfect season. Whitney will attend Temple University next fall and play on the golf team.
Congratulations, Ethan.
We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned from
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, you know, I don't know if I would be where I am. So I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-around player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
You know, I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me in my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there's that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players. Even A League of Their Own is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense. Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. And your finalists for the Softball Player of the Year are and the Central Mass Softball Player of the Year is Sofia Valverde of Grafton High School.
Sofia Valverde did it all for Grafton in her career and earned Player of the Year honors as a senior after leading the league with a .731 batting average and posting a 9-0 record. Valverde was a captain for Grafton this year and is a two-time T&G Super Teamer and will attend Virginia Tech next year.
Congratulations, Sofia.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeath runner scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big loss. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Baseball Player of the Year is Luke DeLongchamp of St. Paul High School.
St. Paul's Luke DeLongchamp helped the Knights head into the Central Mass playoffs with a 2-1 record. DeLongchamp can also swing the lumber, bashing 4 homers and driving in 17 runs while hitting .389 at first base. DeLongchamp is bound for Boston College in the spring, but that might be on hold if he gets a phone call from a major league team later this summer in the MLB draft.
Congratulations, Luke.
Hey, We'll have some fun with you. Basketball is awards coming up.
It was the little red door that did it. Something about it just said home. Not one door among a dozen like at my old apartment, but my own door. A door that leads to a yard where my dog can play, and a mailbox that says my name. For the very first time in my life. My mortgage from DCU means a place to call my own. What will DCU mean to you?
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. Have totally earned all the props and recognition you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing, they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, I mean, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Female Basketball Player of the Year is Bree Frangelo of Hopedale High School.
Hopedale's Bree Frangillo is the Telegram and Gazette Player of the Year after leading Hopedale to a 12-0 record this season and leading Central Mass with an average of 27.3 points per game. Only a junior, Frangillo is second all-time on the Hopedale scoring list with 1,589 career points. Frangillo is a two-time Dual Valley Conference Player of the Year and has already committed to Bryant University.
Congratulations, Bree. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Mass Male Basketball Player of the Year is Aimee DeGille of West Boylston High School.
Standing at 6'5", West Boylston's Aimee DeGille has been a force this season for the Lions, leading Central Mass with an average of 33.2 points per game to earn Telegram and Gazette Player of the Year honors. The senior led West Boylston to an 11-0 record and finishes his stellar career as the all-time leading scorer for the Lions with 1,505 points. DeGille is bound for prep school next year as he hopes to one day play basketball professionally.
Congratulations, Aimee.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship, and through their strength and tenacity, were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
The Courage Award, presented by DCU Digital Federal Credit Union.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Central Mass Courage Award is Amara Wutara of Grafton High School.
I've known Amara since 8th grade, him coming in as a freshman. And the first time I saw Amara play soccer, I knew right away. I remember he was going into his freshman year, I knew he was going to be a special player.
I've known Amara for several years now as his basketball coach. He's been a part of our program since freshman year, and a big part of our program and a huge part of our success over the last several years. He was our captain this year, and definitely one of the best captains I've ever had coaching here at Grafton High. His leadership and work ethic set a great example for the rest of the kids on the team. His leadership was second to none.
My younger brother, at first, since we're 5 years apart, we didn't really get along for the first beginning years of our life, but since he's been in middle school and from now till then, he is truly my best friend. He's my other half. I always say he's the better version of myself, and he is everything that I wish I can be and more. So I was about 12 years old, and my sickle cell kept getting progressively worse every year. And it was something that you need to dedicate a lot of time, energy, and emotion to.
I could see that she was getting tired of the pain, of being sick all the time. So the doctor suggested that we screen Amara to see if he's a match. I accepted. But at the same time, I was extremely hesitant because bone marrow transplant is really harsh. It's a difficult process, and I did not want to make the decision for them. So I wanted Amara to be old enough to decide if he wants to be a donor or not, and for Yene to decide for herself if she wants to take the transplant, because it's a high risk, high reward situation. So she could die.
I first heard about it in the summer, and my first reaction was I was not surprised. You know, again, knowing Amara for a lot of years, you know how important family is to him. So family, obviously comes first, and I was not surprised that he would do that for his sister. And again, that just speaks to the kind of person Amara is. And of course, the kind of teammate that I've seen over the last several years, someone that would do anything for his teammates and of course anything for his family.
I think it was one of those moments, just like when she got meningitis when she was in high school. I was sitting on the couch watching YouTube on my iPad, and my mom started screaming from her room, and she was hallucinating. She was having all these crazy fantasies, and like you could really tell she was really in pain. She was really in a crisis. And at that moment, I'm just like, wow, this is my sister, and I never want to see her go through that ever again. Like, I had to do it for my sister. I had to make sure she had a better quality of life. Even if there's like a sliver of chance, I had to make sure that she had a chance to be almost normal and like everyone else.
Amara gave me a gift that countless others can't receive, and it is a gift of happiness, of feeling like I can be a normal person again, even though I was never a normal person. But yes, he did give me his bone marrow, but he also gave me confidence, courage, and security at the same time.
I mean, when I first found out, you know, I was not surprised whatsoever, just knowing how selfless Amara is and how mature. His return after coming back, you know, I thought he was gonna maybe miss a step because he was out a little while. And right when he came in, I mean, he still took to the field like he didn't miss a beat and just dominated right from the get-go. It's remarkable, but at the same time, when you see Amara and you see how hard he works, it's not surprising at all.
I'm happier, I'm healthier. I think I want to give back my life and live a fulfilled life like my brother has given me back my life.
Oh, very, very pleasing. We are all very happy as a family. I got my daughter back, the daughter that her personality has completely changed. She's alive, she's vibrant, she's energetic, she's very, very, very good feeling. And for Mara, oh my gosh, we are very, very, very happy. I'm pleased that he's going to continue his studies at Northeastern. He's happy and he's actually a very good kid.
Congratulations, Amara.
Hey high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around, I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my fourth grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
We've seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year. But now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 3 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know it doesn't matter what sport you play, there really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best. But now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the Central Mass Team of the Year is Neshoba Regional Field Hockey Team.
With a roster loaded with future college stars, the Neshoba Regional Field Hockey Team wrapped up a 14-0 season after outscoring its opposition 81-6 on the year and earned the distinction of being named the Telegram and Gazette's Team of the Year.
Congratulations, ladies. Very impressive season. Now for the Coach of the Year, and the finalists are and the Central Mass Coach of the Year is Patty Provost of Notre Dame Academy.
One of the pillars of high school sports in Central Mass, Notre Dame field hockey coach Patty Provost earned her 600th career victory this season to add another highlight in a storied career and earn the honor of Coach of the Year. Her field hockey teams are always competitive and have averaged 13 wins a year over a staggering 45 seasons. Provost's teams have qualified for the playoffs for 31 straight years, an unparalleled accomplishment.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the female athlete of the year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA Draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Isabella Keogh, a senior from Bromfield School. Hannah Marzo, a senior from Notre Dame Academy. Karen O'Connell, a senior from Algonquin Regional High School.
And the Central Mass Female Athlete of the Year is Hannah Marzo of Notre Dame Academy.
No matter the playing field, Notre Dame senior Hannah Marzo feels at home on it. Marzo led the Rebels this season with all-star nods in basketball and soccer and was also a force on the lacrosse field for Notre Dame to earn the honor of being named the Female Athlete of the Year. Marzo averaged over 20 points per game for Notre Dame's basketball team and scored 25 goals in 13 games this year for the Rebels soccer team. She'll move on to play basketball at Trinity College next fall.
Congratulations, Hannah.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'd say, "Hey, there's Rutledge, why did you throw Jesus some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame. Male Athlete of the Year, presented by Fidelity.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
Josh Lauriero, a senior from West Boylston High School. Amara Owatara, a senior from Grafton High School. Ethan Whitney, a senior from St. John's High School.
And the Central Mass Male Athlete of the Year is
Ethan Whitney of St. John's High School. On the slopes or on the links, St. John's senior Ethan Whitney was dominant, which earned him the honor of being named the Athlete of the Year. Whitney won all but one run this season for the Pioneers' undefeated ski team to earn Skier of the Year honors. On the golf course, Whitney earned his second straight All-Star spot for golf after earning medals honors at the Catholic Conference Showcase.
Congratulations.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations.
Yes.
Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, you know, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, you know, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.